Presented by DragonFireTools.com, coming at you from the Campbell's Custom Care Studio. You know, whether you're a pro or an amateur, working on your car can be difficult because it's so hard to see sometimes. Of course, if you're like me, you got a 6-year-old holding a flashlight, not that consistent. I love you, Lincoln, but not that great to work on the flashlight. And it's always a never-ending struggle to get the light where you need it, Kevin. But you fix that with Goose-Grip. How did you do it?
Absolutely. The very first light that we made is called the Goose-Grip Mechanics Work Light. It uses a vacuum suction plate on a long, bendable gooseneck with a LED light stick at the end and a very, very special swivel. And it looks a little crazy, I know, but what we do is we take this, if we're working under the hood, we're going to take this, which is a vacuum suction plate, otherwise known as a suction cup, and we're going to take this and we're going to put it through where the hood and the wiper shelf meet, and we're simply going to guide that through, position the suction cup down at the lower end of the windshield, and we're going to clip the handles. And now you can take this and you can bend it however you want. I'm going to take the Milwaukee battery and we're going to insert that. Now we're going to turn the light on and you get to position it however you want. If you're doing an alternator or power steering or anything down below the height of the engine, just position it where you want. And now you can work with both your hands. You don't have to worry about a light falling. It'll stay wherever you put it, and wherever you turn it to, it stays in that position. Ballerina, 360-degree rotation, and also airplane propeller. It'll stay wherever you put it. Put it any place, at any angle, and you're free to use it.
This is something that needed to exist, and here it is.
I made it for me. I'm a mechanic 40 years, and this was the first light that I made. Everything is custom made. It doesn't break. It's really the definition of rugged. Everything is steel, stainless steel, and 6061 aluminum. The light stick is 100% waterproof to 28 feet. Not that you'd put it under the water.
Where's it made?
We make them right here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, one at a time. All custom made, nothing's off the shelf. So we have another light. This is called the Goose-Grip Super Articulating Chassis Light. And it uses the same design of a M12 battery in a housing and a gooseneck. It's a little shorter because you don't need all of that length under a car. And you can simply take the battery and insert it in this light, and now if you're under the car, you can clip this to an exhaust pipe or a bracket or a control arm or the frame rail, anything irregular, and under the car it wouldn't matter because it'll leave a mark, it's teeth, but under a car on an exhaust pipe would be acceptable. You couldn't use this under the hood because you're going to leave teeth marks.
We're used to the traditional hood light that hangs across the top of the hood, and you've addressed that as well for folks that like to work with that sort of light. You can also use this as sort of a backup. Maybe you want to use this in concert with one of those lights as well.
Hood lights have been around for a really long time, and they're usually about 4 or 5 pounds, and they have the big springs that hold on the edge of the hood. Like I said, 4 pounds, a lot of them. This is the Goose-Grip 39-inch stick light, and this weighs 7.5 ounces.
And you put a couple of magnetic loops up there already. And,
absolutely.
That's what you need to do.
And so, okay, you just slide it through, and now you have this light right here, and I'm going to use the portable version of the battery pack. I call it the Buffalo, and this will stick, of course, to any metal. We could actually put it on the hood and plug it in, and now you have the 3,600 lumens of overhead lighting, just like a hood light.
Goose-Grip's got you covered whether you're working under the hood or under the vehicle. Find all of it at Goose-Grip.com. And find more Motorhead Garage presented by DragonFireTools.com right after this.